They tell you to chase the dream. They tell you to work hard, stay locked in, and one day you'll make it. What they don't tell you is what happens after you get there. I grew up imagining this moment, walking into a WNBA arena with my name on the back of a jersey, cameras flashing, fans screaming. I thought I knew what it would feel like. I thought I was ready. Nobody really warns you about the gap between the dream in your head and the reality you walk into on day one. Draft night feels like a movie. Your phone is blowing up, people are posting about you, analysts are debating how league ready you are, your family is crying, your friends are screaming, and for a second, everything slows down. You hear your name, and it's like your whole life flashes in one moment, every early morning workout, every late night rep in an empty gym, every sacrifice you made just to get here. You walk across that stage thinking, I made it. This is it. This is what I've been working for my whole life. You feel unstoppable. You feel like everything you did in college is about to roll straight into the pros. In your mind, the talent, the numbers, the hype, all of it is going to translate easily. You start picturing yourself dropping big numbers, filling arenas, proving everyone right who believed in you. And then you show up to your first training camp, and reality hits you way harder than any defender ever has. The first thing you notice is the speed. The game moves different. You're used to being the fastest, the one dictating everything, seeing plays develop before anyone else. Suddenly, the window you used to have to make a read is gone. That pass you used to throw with ease, it's getting picked now. That pull-up you always got to in college, there's a hand there quicker than you expect. And the physicality, nobody really prepares you for that. There's no soft whistles. You don't get calls just because of your name or your draft position. In fact, sometimes it feels like you get fewer calls because of it. You drive to the rim, take a hit mid-air, land hard, and look at the ref expecting a whistle that never comes. You get up off the floor realizing real quick, like, there's no protection for rookies here. This is not college. This is not a place where you're automatically respected because of what you did before you got here. This is a league where everyone is fighting to keep their job. And you're just the new kid trying to prove you even deserve one. Nobody puts this in the highlight reels, but rookie treatment is real. It's not written in any rule book, but you feel it from the jump. Veterans test you. They bump you off your spots. They body you on screens. They talk to you. They talk at you. Sometimes they don't talk to you at all. You come off a screen and think you're open, and suddenly there's a defender draped all over you who knows every move you've ever used. You call for the ball and don't get it. You try to fight over a screen and get hit like a brick wall. Hard fouls don't come with apologies. Tight defense doesn't loosen just because you're a rookie trying to find your rhythm. You learn fast that respect is not automatic. It doesn't matter how many points you scored in college or how many highlights went viral. In this league, you don't start as a star. You start as a target. People want to see if you're really built like that. They want to know if the hype holds up when the game gets ugly. You can either take that personal and crumble, or take it as a challenge and level up. Then there's the part nobody really talks about out loud, the mental pressure. On paper, you're living the dream. In reality, your head is spinning most days. You're learning a new system, a new playbook, a new city, new teammates, new expectations. You're trying to adjust to the speed and physicality of the league while everybody on the outside expects you to look comfortable from day one. The media doesn't care that you're still figuring things out. Social media definitely doesn't care. One bad game isn't just one bad game. It becomes a narrative. You go 2 for 1 night, and suddenly the headlines and comments are about whether you're overrated, whether you're a bust, whether you were just a college star. People start breaking you down like they've watched every practice, every film session, every rep. They see numbers. They don't see the adjustment. Your confidence gets tested a lot faster than your body does. You start to hear the outside noise and wonder if you're failing or just learning in front of millions of people. The crazy part is how lonely being new can feel. You think walking into a pro locker room is going to feel like family right away, but it doesn't always work like that. These women have been playing together for years. They've been through battles, road trips, playoff runs, cuts, trades, injuries. They've built bonds you're not automatically plugged into just because you got drafted. You walk in, sit down, and suddenly you're quiet. You used to be the loud one, the leader, the person everyone looked at. Now, you're trying to figure out where you fit in. Locker room conversations might not include you yet. Inside jokes go over your head. You miss your college teammates, your coaches, your routine. You miss knowing exactly who you are on a team and what your role is here. You feel replaceable even if there was a ton of hype around you. The league moves fast. And deep down, if you don't figure it out, someone else will take that spot without blinking. Slowly, you start realizing there are hidden rules no one really explains. You learn when to speak and when to just listen. In college, you might have been the voice in every huddle. Here, you have to earn that. You figure out that calling out a veteran in practice isn't the same as calling out a freshman in college. You learn which coaches appreciate questions and which ones want you to figure it out on the fly. You watch how veterans handle film sessions, how they talk to coaches, how they deal with bad games. You notice who stays in the gym later, who treats staff with respect, who's locked in on off days. You realize that earning trust isn't about one big game, it's about showing up the same way every day. At the same time, you fight this quiet fear inside. If I adjust too much, am I going to lose who I am? Because the thing that got you here was your identity as a player, your style, your confidence, your edge. Now you're trying to balance listening and learning with not shrinking into a version of yourself that doesn't even look like you anymore. At some point, your ego takes a hit. And honestly, that's probably the best thing that can happen to you if you handle it right. You go from being the first option to sometimes just trying not to mess up a possession. You go from taking 20 shots a game to maybe taking 6. You go from hearing your name announced last in the starting lineup to hearing it come off the bench or maybe not at all. That does something to you, and it forces you to ask, do I only love this game when I'm the star, or do I love it enough to be a role player while I grow? You start accepting that you're going to make mistakes, and a lot of them will be public. You're going to blow coverages, miss rotations, misread plays you've been told 10 times. You hate it. You hate watching it back on film, but you also start understanding that this is a long game. You're not here for one season. You're here to build a career, and careers aren't built off perfect rookie years. They're built off humility, persistence, and the ability to learn without letting embarrassment crush you. Then, somewhere in the middle of the chaos, something shifts. It might not be a huge moment to anyone else, but to you, it's everything. Maybe it's one practice where you finally feel the game slowing down. You read a screen right, make the extra pass, knock down the open shot, rotate on defense without thinking. It clicks. Or maybe it's one game. You start a little shaky, but instead of spiraling, you settle in. You stop trying to prove the scouting report wrong on every possession and just play basketball. You run the sets, trust your reads, trust your teammates. You hit a big shot, then another, then make a hustle play that has nothing to do with the box score. When you sit down on the bench, your coach taps you on the shoulder and says, "Good job." A veteran nods at you. It's small, but you feel something rebuild inside you. Your confidence starts to come back, but it's different this time. It's not built on hype or what people say online. It's built on work, on reps, on surviving the hard nights and still showing up the next morning. You start to realize that adapting doesn't mean giving up who you are. It means evolving it. Maybe your role right now is to space the floor, defend, and make smart decisions. That doesn't erase what you did in college. It's just chapter 1 of something new. Your handle is still there. Your vision is still there. Your shot is still there. But now you're adding layers, better reads, better timing, better communication, better poise. The league forces you to grow, whether you're ready or not. And when you decide to stop resisting that and start embracing it, everything changes. You're not just surviving anymore. You're learning how to be a professional. So here's the truth for anyone who wants to be here one day. Being a WNBA rookie is hard, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually. The league will test you in ways you don't see on TV. It will expose every weakness in your game and in your mindset. It will make you doubt yourself, question your place, and confront parts of your identity you didn't even know were wrapped up in how much you play or how well you perform. But it's also worth it. Every uncomfortable moment, every tough practice, Every night you lay awake, replaying mistakes, because this is the highest level. You're sharing the floor with women you grew up watching, women who have already carved their names into the history of the game. You're part of something bigger now. And if you're willing to accept that the hype doesn't protect you, that the name doesn't guarantee you anything, and that the real work starts after the dream comes true, then you're ready. To every future rookie watching this, don't just prepare your game, prepare your mind. Prepare for those days where you go from trending for a big game to trending for a bad one. Prepare for the silence after the noise. Prepare for the weight of expectations you didn't even ask for. Understand that there will be days you feel like you don't belong, and that feeling doesn't mean you're not good enough. It means you're growing into something you've never been before. Ask questions. Watch the vets. Study the game. Take care of your body. Protect your peace. Most importantly, don't let other people's opinions write your story for you. You earned your spot. Now earn your evolution. Rookie year changes you forever. It strips away the version of you that thought talent alone was enough. It exposes what's fragile and forces you to build something stronger in its place. It doesn't have to break you. If you let it, it will shape you. One day, you won't just be the rookie trying to survive. You'll be the veteran watching a new kid walk in with bright eyes, big dreams, and no idea what's really coming, and you'll see yourself in them. You'll remember how hard it was, how heavy it felt, how much you grew. That's when you'll realize this is where your identity as a true professional really began. Not on draft night, not in the highlight reels, but in those quiet, difficult, humbling moments where you decided over and over again not to give up on yourself,